Nope, we're on the New Michigan. Yep, this is New Michigan. Oh, it's rough. I like it. Oh, you can take your good old time. Not yet. We got 1 minute yet till we got a grid. No, I was actually beat to the punch. Yep, make us spend our money. Nope, he's having a good time right now. Yep. It is first pole ever here in WFO for me. Thank you. No, Richard looks like he missed it. Yep, making it Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard a word I said the whole broadcast. I've been muted out.
Damn.
So we're live right here with the WFO Racing League. Eighmey contracted. Twisted Tuesday Truck Series. At Michigan, getting ready for the start. I went over the starting grid, but you didn't hear it, but you seen it down at the bottom of the screen. So you're just going to have to go with me on that. Macaulay witnessed that I did go over it, but it was just a Macaulay, apparently, because there was no audio. Pace car's in. What do we got, Macaulay? 105 laps of racing, and the green flag is out. We're going at it now. Ooh, somebody didn't get started out there in that inside line right behind the leader there, and I believe that was the 86 truck. Didn't get going quick enough. Might have missed a shift. Going to check that line up. And Macaulay's in a battle for the lead already. 70 truck of Burt Wilson said, you know what, Michael Macaulay? I know how to get around this joint, too. And I don't know why Macaulay's wiggling down in the bottom. You got an issue with a tire there, Macaulay, getting pressures up or what?
No, just didn't want to stick too good.
So 77 right there. Garrett Helmlinger going to power around, take the second spot away. And how important is a draft here tonight, Macaulay?
Oh, it's going to be key.
So the draft, he says, is going to be key. You got to suck up to the truck in front of you, and probably pretty much a wide-open track here.
Yeah, until you get about 10, 15 laps on your tires.
Gotcha. Good to have a driver here in the booth tonight, like Michael Macaulay, to go over that. Hi, Denise. Welcome to the stream. I talked for at least 3 or 4 minutes and didn't even realize I had the microphone muted out, so nobody could actually hear me. Except Michael Macaulay, he heard every bit of it. Hi, Cindy.
I heard every word.
Welcome to the stream. No Nation tonight. We suspect that he's got a lot of brand new aliens he could be probing since the mothership come in a couple of weeks ago, so we don't expect to see Nation for possibly a month even. Right, Macaulay?
That's correct.
So the battling's going on up front, though. You can see it. 77 truck of Helmlinger going to take the lead, and I think Macaulay's going to power back by for that P2 spot. And if you've seen the initial start now, Macaulay's under fire. That 70 just don't want to give up the ghost there, does he, Macaulay?
Nope, not yet.
Burt Wilson's got the power down, and now he's got the 77. A draft from Macaulay, though, had a little bit of help there on the high side, but they're going to abandon him. And it looks like they're going to try to run a freight train right down there at the bottom, Macaulay. Talking about the 11 of Craig Lerman and whoever's behind that feller. I believe that's the 39 of Dalton C. Well, now they're going to team up with Macaulay on the high side of the track, so they might pick their horses properly. We don't know yet. Look at the crossover move. 70 able to get by the 81. 81 crosses him over. He's going to bring the 11 with him. And that's what a draft looks like. Now Macaulay said, I don't want one, I want two. And he's working on the back of that 77 of Garrett Helmlinger right now. So Macaulay being the man on the mission, but Garrett Helmlinger the man on the point. 70 truck with the lead, 81 second, 11 truck. Craig Lerman sitting back here battling for third, and he's battling with the 39 of Dalton C. That's your top four, rounding out the top five. Burt Wilson there in the 70 truck now. But Burt was up there battling for the lead, then the second spot, then the third spot. Now he's fallen back a little bit. Some of these other drivers, John Sanu making a comeback now in the 86 truck. He had a bad start, possibly missed a shift. And if you're tuning in, you're going to notice on the overlays they're different tonight. That's right, they are different. They're throwback. It's Throwback Taco Tuesday. We can combine throwback with Taco Tuesday, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Macaulay up there battling for the lead, chatting away in the broadcast booth, and we got a truck in the wall. I don't know who it was, but they knocked half the wall down, left the other half there for the hell of it, basically, and I don't think no caution, so no harm, no foul. They're going to lose some positions, and I might figure out who it was if I go back here far enough, but I believe it might have been the 6 that got into a tad bit of trouble. He's dropping back on the bottom of the track right now, and I think that's a new driver in that 6 truck. That's going to be LZ Daly. So LZ right there. What's up, Dickerson? See, so Larry, you're welcome to come in here to Discord. I'll move you right up to the booth, buddy. I got no problem with that. Nation don't have his ass in here, so if you want to join in the booth, you just come right on over and get in Discord in the staging room, and I'll move you right up here. We ain't under caution, are we, Macaulay?
Nope, we're not.
Nope, that feller's just down on speed, and Macaulay, that feller ain't down on speed. We're 8 laps in. Michael Macaulay just going for it right here. He's running the 8th lap like it's the 104th lap. That right, Macaulay?
Oh, yeah.
Keep that sumbitch pinned to the floor till it won't turn left no more, right?
Yep. We're going to wreck it if we need to.
Send it and bend it until it's smoking and broken. And if we do get a caution, I think that's where the surprise is going to come in to the whole broadcast thing. So these throwback overlays are the original that WFO started with back in early 2018. Dickerson's a smart man. He's a happy wife is a happy life, and he's not lying about that.
Not at all.
We choose to take losses just so we can create happiness on the home front. That's a true story, Macaulay. Sometimes it's, would you rather be right or happy? I'm never right, though, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm usually always the one in the wrong. 9 out of 10 times, Macaulay, believe it or not. Macaulay probably believes that.
Oh, yeah, you just got to learn to accept it.
Nation's probably wrong 10 out of 10 times, except when he's up there in the mothership with the aliens and probing them up every orifice, I imagine. Get Macaulay laughing, and we're going to get a caution flag. So I mentioned it when my mic was muted, but I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Make sure you like the broadcast, but share it. Let's get some more subscribers. Once we hit that 1,000 mark, WFO 1,000 subscriber giveaway will happen. Some lucky son of a gun, or some lucky lady out there, some lucky grandmother or sister or niece or aunt or mom or girlfriend or I don't know what, some lucky it, whatever it identifies as. They'll be lucky because they're going to get everything they need to go sim racing. Not just sim racing, but iRacing. That's right. We're going to give you the computer, the steering wheel, the pedals, the keyboard, the monitor, and we're going to throw in 1 year of iRacing. So 1 full year of iRacing will be paid for by the WFO Racing Network. Hi, Diana. Welcome to the stream. And that's what we're willing to do to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. So we're reaching out there pretty big for 1,000 subscribers, Macaulay.
Oh, we definitely are.
And I would think when you pull up these great overlays from, 5 years ago, that would certainly bring up some attention. Throwing it back right here, 5 years from the very beginning of WFO. The first streams, except now we're a little more experienced, so goes a little bit better. Let's take a look at some of the cool shit we got. Oh, not that one. I done messed up already, Macaulay.
Yeah, it happens.
Right there, driver drop down, top left-hand corner of your screen. Dan Witt driving a 99 truck. You can see he's running in the 4th position. But hell, if I change trucks, guess what? That drop down changes. We're under caution now, Macaulay.
Yep, we are.
I don't know what it was, but let's burn it down.
You got to turn.
With what? Fire! We got fire back tonight. Throwback Tuesday night. There you go. That's for Denise, Diana, Cindy, that's for all of you. What truck?
2.
All right, so we're going to go back a little farther and see what happened to the driver of the 2 truck, and it looks like, looked like it might have included the 55 truck, and that's going to send the 2 around, and he's going to take a nice little drive through the infield, and that's going to bring us under caution flag number 1 right here. That's right, fire's back tonight. You know who would like that? Nation, not. Oh, and it works, too. That's the best part about it. So I put this up at the beginning. That way you know what you're watching and what track we're at tonight. But it's the Eighmey Contracting Truck Series. Michigan 200 at Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. So there you go right there. And leaders are going to bring it to pit road here on lap 14. So what kind of track info we got there? Track length, 2 miles, 4 turns. So track elevation is going to be, null and void at this point. We don't really need it. But we'll go to the track temp. Pretty cool out there, Macaulay. 82 degrees Fahrenheit on your track temperature, so that's not too bad. Take that off. Look at the weather here. It's 75 degrees Fahrenheit right here in Brooklyn, Michigan. The winds are southwest at about 5.5 miles per hour, 1% humidity. So relatively a nice day right here at Michigan. Weather-wise, anyway. I'm sure a lot of us would like to see that weather. Actually, I did see this almost exact weather today. It was almost exact, about 74, 75 degrees. Not a lot of wind, low humidity. Beautiful day here in Florida today. So the pit stops are over and no penalties, Macaulay. So you're going to be P2 right here. And there's Junior. Welcome to the stream, buddy. It's me and Michael Macaulay in the booth right now. Macaulay's also in the truck, so he's like our illegitimate in-race reporter.
The unqualified one.
The unqualified in-race reporter, Michael Macaulay. Nation would like that one.
Oh, he would.
We don't care, though, because since that mothership has not even landed but started orbiting, we haven't seen Nation, have we, Macaulay?
Oh, we haven't.
I mean, that mothership went into orbit. Nation got on that mothership, and it's just got millions of aliens for him to probe. And can you imagine a group of people that would ever be so happy to get back to their home planet, Macaulay, than them aliens? That's got.
Had someone talking there.
That's got to be pure torture, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he is purely torturing those aliens at this moment. So I'm going to throw it back a little farther for some of you viewers in there, and I'll bet some of you catch this when I do it. But what's missing at the top of the screen? This goes back.
Village Idiots?
No. Well, that's missing. But the ticker's missing. And that goes back to the whole click the ticker. No, I won't click the ticker. And when I did click the ticker, I had a barbecue of a computer. It took too much horsepower to run it, Michael Macaulay. And back in the day, when WFO Racing Network started, we didn't have all that horsepower.
No.
So Macaulay's going to get the inside line as the race leader's going to choose that high line on this restart right here. Lap 16, pace truck he's off the track. And do we got a Geico restart zone, Macaulay?
We do.
Use it. There it is right there. Green flag and racing once again at Michigan. With the Eighmey Contracting Tuesday Night Truck Series at the WFO Racing League. And saying it like that probably wasn't right, but we'll do it anyway. 81 of Macaulay's back there trying to hold him off for second. And I'll tell you, that black truck up front's the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger, and he's like, see you boys later. Man, and we got 3 wide, 4 wide. I don't even know how many wide. It's Michigan. Send it as wide as you want to at this place. Good racing back here. 81, 70, 17, 11, 86, 99, 10, 75. I think I even seen Chuck Sweeting 75 back there. And when you look for Sweeting in the 75, there's the 3 truck. Different paint scheme for this driver this week. Let's get up there to him. He's now in the top 10, up in the 8th position. That's Hal Eighmey in the 3. HJRM paint. Truck's really looking good. Really digging the paint this week on the 3 truck. I'm not racist, but I like the white wheels on it, man. Just going to say that, Macaulay. They go with that paint well.
Oh, they do.
Dan, what's Witt got on the tailgate of his truck? We're going to have to get around and take a look at that. For sale. BR 549. So the 99 truck is for sale if anyone's interested in buying a truck on iRacing. I don't know what you can get out of it, and I'll tell you, with what it's going to look like after getting a little bumper licked right there, and he saved it, that's probably the save of the race right there for the 99. But it's going to send him back as you watch the 24, 21, 72 driving around him here. So he saved it. He might have a truck to sell at the end of this thing, or he may not. I didn't mean to rub that in, Denise. Imagine the weather probably not faring quite as well up there as it did here today. Just sucks to be in your part of the world, I reckon. I'm not going to... Macaulay, how was the weather up there?
It was 60s today, and it's supposed to be 70 tomorrow.
I'm going to tell you what, I'm looking at who moved up and battling for the P2 spot behind his teammate now. Fagone in the 10 took the lead. Hal Eighmey battling for second. And big changes up front. We watch these guys go through the top 10, but what I'm betting some of you guys didn't take tires, Macaulay.
Yeah, I'm thinking those 2 took tires.
And I'm thinking a couple of guys did, in fact, take tires right there. So different strategies, kind of different strokes for different folks, right, Macaulay?
Something like that.
That just means you got one more set for the end of it. And I think at Michigan, it's not going to matter as bad after you get about 10 laps on the run anyway. I think these things are going to equalize a lot faster than what we've seen at some of the other tracks last season. So I do believe that'll happen, Macaulay. But I think what I need to do is through the field, if I can figure out how to do it, we'll go on board with the race leader. That's the 10th driver of the 10. Rick Vagone. I can actually do it better with these overlays because of the drop down up there in the top left-hand corner. It shows you the speed, the RPM, and, of course, what position he's in. And I think when we go back to the next one, it shows you that he's .110 behind the race leader, and that's going to be the 3 truck of Hal Eighmey. He's running currently in the 2nd position. Hey, Garrison, welcome to the stream, buddy. Go back on board with this driver, 3rd place, and drop it back from those race leaders. And I suspect that those 2 leaders got them some fresh tires, Macaulay. That's all I'm going to say.
I think so. They're pulling.
So 3rd position now is the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger, and he's about 9/10 behind the leader, riding in the 3rd spot. Go back to 4th. We're going to get on board with this driver, the 39, Dalton C. Dalton C. making his 2nd start with the WFO Racing League. He started in the Xfinity car last week, and he's back here in the trucks tonight and having a pretty good run around Michigan Speedway. Top 5, and rounding out the top 5, it's going to be Michael Macaulay driving an 81 truck. Macaulay actually started P1 tonight. That's right, position number 1. Macaulay fastest in qualifying, first pole position he's had at WFO. And I think a bootlegger just attacked you, Tommy Haynes, going to the 5th position. So 17 truck, he may or may not have took tires on that stop. We don't know yet, but he may or may not have, is all we're going to say. But he's in the 5th spot now. Macaulay back to 6th, and then 7th. We're going to go on board with this driver. That's the driver of the number 11 truck, Craig Lerman. You see Lerman's 2.5 seconds behind the race leader back here in the 7th position. Another truck we've seen up there around the front since the start of this thing, doing battle. So Craig having a pretty good race here, 25 laps in. Let's go back and find the driver of this truck, the 86 machine. That's going to be John Sanu, 2.7 seconds behind your leader, riding in the 8th position here. John's another one. He's been up towards the front and battling for the first 25 laps, and still plenty of time for this driver to pick up some more spots and get closer to the front of the field. Go back to 9th place. We're going to go on board with Burt Wilson driving a 70 truck. Burt 3.2 seconds behind your race leader, Rick Vagone. Burt back here in the 9th position, and he's another one having a good run here tonight. So let's go back and round out your top 10 here with driver of the number 75 truck, Chuck Sweeting. Sweeting 3.5 seconds behind the race leader, but he's got plenty of racing in front of him that he can do. You see Burt Wilson just in front of him. We'll go back to that 11th spot. One out of the top 10. We're going to find Brad Patterson right here in the number 40 machine. Brad 4 seconds behind the race leader, but he's in the thick of the battle up here with them guys too. Chuck Sweeting and Lerman, Sanu, Burt Wilson, all of them up there. Let's go back to 12th. Get on board with this driver, the 63, Glenn Jamison. Jamison started all the way at the back of the field, but he's working himself forward just slowly, slow and steady. Sometimes that's what wins the race. We'll see if it works for Glenn. Go back to 13th position. We're going to find Dakota Floyd driving a 24 truck. And another driver right there in the midst of the battle. All the traffic in front of him and lots of positions that this driver can pick up as they're going by the 00 right there of Nick Hunt. So I'm going to go back to 14th, get on board with the 2 truck of Mike Mitchell. Driving the 2 truck, 5 seconds behind the leader, but he too is in the thick of the battle. And I may have missed this driver, Dakota Floyd, in a 24 truck in 13th position, because I think Dakota might have got around him while we were doing that. So covered those 2 quickly. We'll go back to 15th, get on board with this driver. Who is it? Richard Springer in the 21 truck. He's 5 seconds behind that race leader up there. And those race leaders are up there now, ain't they, McCauley?
They're gone.
So I go to 16th. We're going to jump on board with the 72 truck of Jacob Daniels in the 16th position. 6.8 seconds behind the leader. And he's a little bit off that second pack up there that's up there hustling and battling each other. We'll go find the 56 truck, John T. Wimbish in the 17th position. 7.2 seconds behind the leader, but not far behind that 72 truck in front of him. So the 56 has at least got one spot up there that he might be able to take advantage of. But he's currently in the 17th position. Here's a driver that hasn't made a lot of starts. I think he made 1 or 2 last season, making his first one this season. That's going to be Corey Cook driving a 61 truck. Corey back here in the 18th position right now. So good to see Corey back in a truck here at WFO. Right when I decided to do Throwback Tuesday, Corey Cook throwing it back. So we go back another spot, 19th position, on board with the 12 right here, Cody Williams. I'll tell you, Cody was fast in practice, so it kind of surprises me that he's riding back here right now. But I think he might be saving on something. Who knows? Maybe having a little bit different strategy going on or something. But I go back to 20th, and I'll get on board with the 55 right here, Todd Cleveland. So Todd Cleveland, 8 seconds behind your race leader in the 20th position. And that doesn't seem like a huge margin, separating your top 20 right here at Michigan right now. So we'll go find a 99. We've seen the 4 cell truck. Little bit of contact. Got this guy loose, but he made a hell of a save. And that's going to be Dan Witt driving the number 99. Dan in the 21st position, 8.4 seconds behind the leader. And we got a truck in the wall that I can see in front of him. And that may be the 6 machine, actually. Dan's going to get by, and I'm going to jump on board with the driver of the 6. That's going to be LZ Daly driving a 6 truck in the 22nd position, and he is going to be 1 lap down now. And you can see that his truck is definitely not up to speed. So The motor may be, in fact, a little bit damaged on that number 6 truck out there. Go back to 23rd. Going to jump on board with this driver. You know him as DNS, but that's going to be Michael Onsi. No, Osno. It's Osno. I'll get it right, Macaulay. So Michael Osno driving to 33. He's going to be a lap down right down to 23rd position. So DMS, a little bit of work to do there, buddy. Go back to 24th. I'm going to get on board with a guy coming off pit road right now. That's going to be the 00 of Nick Hunt. Nick's coming out 3 laps behind the leader, but he's, I don't know if it was a scheduled or unscheduled pit stop. I'm going to guess it was scheduled. But that's going to be your through the field ride here. And we're going to get back up to the front because they're 18 laps into the run on a 2-mile track, which tells me only one thing, that we're coming up probably to green flag pit stops. Junior,
I want those tires.
Junior, what's going on, buddy?
Not a lot enjoying this truck race tonight. What are you up to?
Well, I mean, I think you've heard me. I've been up here in the booth just broadcasting away. And Macaulay's trying to win him a race here, but he's got to win him a strategy first, I think. I don't know, 34 laps in. What can you go on a tank of fuel here, Macaulay?
I have no clue.
And you got 19 laps on them old tires now. How's she handling?
Actually, 34 laps on these tires.
Oh, you're right. You didn't pit.
Nope, and I got to pit about 2 laps.
So Macaulay's got to pit in about 2 laps, and I imagine that's where all these guys are going to be. So your race leaders out there, they, I suspect these 2 trucks, that 10 and that 3, might have took tires on that last pit stop. And I don't suspect, because of how far back they are, that any of the other drivers did. Maybe Dalton C in the 39, but I don't know. But he's 2 seconds behind these guys.
I'm thinking Dalton took tires.
So their strategy definitely got them a little buffer zone. But I'll tell you, if a couple of you guys stop a little short, then you might be able to make some of that time up. But you didn't hear that from me. Never will give secrets away on the broadcast. But maybe I just did. I don't know, Macaulay. I wouldn't listen to me. I ain't won a race in 2 fucking seasons, so.
Hell, I'd never want to race. I'll take anything.
And clearly I won't be winning any this season. Unless I win it from the broadcast booth. So how can I broadcast on this computer and race on the other one? I don't know. Maybe I ought to work on figuring that out. I'm thinking about WFO doing that giveaway, and I should probably just give my own shit away. Right, Macaulay? I don't get to drive it, so I think Macaulay's getting ready to pit. We're going to leave him alone, but we're going to watch him enter pit road. And that's how you can kill your race right there. You get a speed and penalty. Race leaders are in. Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger in the 17, is going to take over the race lead in the bootlegger truck. And that's exactly why I call him the bootlegger. Probably not exactly why, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly why, Macaulay. And I think that started at a whole different league. I guess it could have, actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now the 17. 70, 75. All 3 going to come to pit road here. 24. And a whole host of other guys. 40 truck, 21 truck right there. 55, 72, 63, 61. So that's pretty much the rest of the field. 2 truck right there at Mitchell. 12 truck on pit road. And that should, we'll see how it turns the lead over, but I think it would be the 10 truck.
I think it's going to stay the same right now.
Turn it over to, and I'll tell you, Hal Eighmey was on his bumper before, but now he's a second behind after those pit stops. So Hal lost about a second during that exchange of green flag pit stops. He's going to have a little bit of work to do. He's got it down to 9/10 now, but your race leader, lap 38, is going to be the 10 truck of Just Rick. Enrique Rick Vagone. That's too many names. I thought we cut it down Just Rick to be shorter. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, Junior.
I don't know either. Can't fit all that on a driver card.
Right. And I'm figuring overlays brought you back in a little bit of throwback on the Tuesday, on Taco Tuesday here.
Oh, yeah, the don't click the ticker.
Yep, don't click the ticker right there. But we clicked it. This machine will handle it like it's nothing now. Well, hell, we're 5 years in the future. 5 years in the future, 11 seasons from where WFO originally started. And the original first couple of seasons was on the American Sim Network on YouTube. And Matt Egan covered the broadcast. And I don't think in fact, I know Matt's not even broadcasting anymore.
Oh, no?
No, he hasn't broadcast for quite a while. So he's been out of it, and WFO has been going at it now for quite a while. And look at that, the 3 truck. He's running down his teammate. Rick Vagone, that driver of the 3. I think you know him, Junior.
I think I do, too.
You may be somewhat related to him.
That might be just rumored.
Barring a DNA test.
Still pending the results 29 years later this next Saturday.
Yeah, pending those results. You hear that, Macaulay?
I don't blame you.
Macaulay's probably got some out there pending results, too. Macaulay, did you get you some tires on that pit stop?
I did. I lost a couple spots there.
Well, get your ass back up there, man. So 81 of Macaulay falling back to 10th now. He's behind that 40 truck of bad Brad Patterson. Bad Brad right there, driver to 40. He's got that monster. Is that a monster scheme? It damn sure is. He's got it up here in the top 10, and Macaulay said, you know what? I think I might want this spot, man. I think he's got the 9th position, Macaulay.
Yep, I want it.
You going up there to get that 9th position away?
Yep.
And he did it, Michael Macaulay, up to the 9th position now. That's going to put bad Brad Patterson back there in the 10th spot. You got a bootlegger up there, 2 ahead of you, Macaulay. You got Bert you got Dakota right in front of you. And Dakota's drafting right there with that 00. The lap truck now, Dakota's going to try to go around them. So they're 2 wide in front of you, Macaulay. You can gain some time on them now. You got your drafting help behind you. So you two got to hook up and head forward as I'm going back to the front of the field because 1/10 of a second separates your race leader in second place. That 3 truck of Hal Eighmey has run down just Rick, driving a 10 truck. And who would have thought maybe Just Nation would have been in the booth tonight, but he's just aliened out. Or he's filling the aliens up. I don't know.
I'm going with the second option.
Yeah, I think it probably is the second option. He's probably got every probe you can think of out, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that, Junior? What's going on the mothership with Nation and the aliens? Junior's staying out of it.
I don't blame him.
He don't want no part of this shit tonight, he says. So if you're tuned into the stream, hopefully you've been enjoying the broadcast so far. I'm enjoying putting this thing up here tonight. Got our in-race reporter, Michael Macaulay, sitting back there in the 9th position in the 81 truck. And got Hal Jr. in the booth, watching his dad have a great run up there in the 2nd spot. Exciting times right here at the WFO Racing Network on YouTube. And exciting because I'm telling you, 1,000 subscribers, that could change somebody's whole year. Literally. They can go from having free time to having no free time. But they'll have a racing setup to do sim racing. And they'll have 1 year free on iRacing. And what the hell? Come out on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, race with the guys here at WFO. Get on the WFO Racing Network. On YouTube, be on it. Where you too can be seen going around the track. And hell, maybe even be the in-driver commentator. I don't know.
Our list is endless.
It is. The only way to figure all that out is to sub to the channel and get others to sub. Hit the 1,000. Once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, we're going to force WFO Racing Network to give it up, Macaulay. Oh, Master 86U. I think that's DMS's buddy. I'm not going to pull anyone else up in the stream here tonight, I don't believe. Don't want to get too much going on, disturb Macaulay. Next thing you know, it'll be on his lid. People be wrecking around him and damn blowed up cars and broken shit. So I'm going back to third here, watching the 77 and the 75. This is about 4 seconds now behind your race leaders. So I'm going to suspect maybe the top two took tires again, Macaulay.
I believe so.
So maybe they're going to skip it on their final run. But I think you guys are all on equal field. And I'm going to say they took tires based on the fact that they're 4 seconds ahead of that 77 right now. Then you got the 75 there, Sweeting. So if these two can, I don't know, if you tuck up with the guy and if the guy behind you tucks up, can you draft better or what?
You can. They just got to stay with you, though.
Yeah, and that might be the problem back here in third and fourth. I don't see the 75 really tucked up on the 77's bumper. Or the back of his truck. Hell, let's go on board and check it out. I don't know. Fuck, wrong truck. One more. And you see Chuck Sweeting right here in the 75 truck. Running about 185 miles an hour down the back straightaway here. He pulls up to him, you know, pretty close in the corner, but then 77 just sends it out there like his ass is on fire or something. He just pulls him through the corner. But then down the straightaway, the 75 able to draft right back up there. Give him a bump, man. Just a little bump. Just give him. Not going off in the corner, though. About the middle of the straightaway. Right, Macaulay? Or 3/4 of the way down.
Yep.
Just a slight bump could help elevate that guy up. I don't know, 3/10, 4/10, half a second. Who knows? So we get to see what all this is like. On board now with the 17 of Tommy Haynes, a bootlegger. He's working behind a Nerds machine right there. That's going to be Burt Wilson in the 70 truck. And we're seeing the corner that the 17's a lot closer to the tailgate on the 70, which is going to allow him to get a better run down the straightaway. And this is what makes a draft work better, really. When you got two trucks working together like these two are, and they're I don't know. They're back a little ways, so they got some work to do. They're about almost 4 seconds behind the trucks in front of them. So this field, what I'm saying is I believe the field might be spread out just a little bit here. Get on board with the 81 of Michael Macaulay, and unfortunately for this guy, you got nobody up there, Macaulay. They're up too far, and you got a car going on pit road. What number's that?
I think that was 33.
So 33 of DMS, Michael Osno, in a 33 truck. Also known as Dead Man Strolling on Twitch TV. And he's going to take it to the attention of the crew right here. Put the brakes on. Waiting to see if I see the truck go up or not. Can't tell. He might be getting some damage worked on. So going on board now with the driver that's drafting. Well, hi, Emily. Welcome to the stream tonight. The driver drafting with the 81 of Macaulay, and that's going to be the 40 truck of Bad Brad Patterson. Watch out, Bad Brad, on that tailgate, Macaulay.
He can push it as hard as he wants.
Hopefully give your ass a boost, right?
I hope so.
Get you up there, let that 81 truck get up there and do a little battling again.
Or he wants to battle.
Yeah, Randy, we got a few in here. Macaulay's in here driving, and I got Hal Jr. in here tonight. Maybe tomorrow night won't have so much going on. I don't know. Probably likely aren't going to see Nation anymore. Not as long as the mothership's orbiting our atmosphere, whatever's going on up there. I don't know what's it orbiting. Our planet, the moon. It's orbiting something out there.
He's chilling with ET.
Yeah, so as long as he's chilling with ET and letting them probe him and he can probe them, then I doubt we'll see him again, honestly. Until the aliens decide to go home. Which probably never going to happen. Because I don't know if you guys seen this, but talking about aliens and shit, okay? So I seen an article today on my phone, and this is why I'm going to bring this up. So apparently some time traveler, some guy that claims he's a time traveler, 1 year ago, he's got like 200,000 followers on TikTok, right? Or was it 2 million? I don't know. A lot of stupid fucking people out there, basically. So he said 1 year ago that on March 23rd, we were going to be attacked by aliens. Like March 23rd, like Thursday, right? So he says Thursday we're going to be attacked by aliens, and he said that over a year ago on his TikTok. Because he's from the future.
That's why we haven't seen Nation. He's scheming with the aliens.
Nation is already... He said that they're going to take 8,000 people. And I'll bet you Nation's at the top of the list, Hal Jr.
Oh, he's VIP.
Oh, you absolutely got to believe that. You know what I mean? You got to believe that Nation 01 is he's at the top of that list.
Yeah, very important prober.
So the aliens are making a list and they're checking it twice, and they're going to put Nation at the top of that son of a bitch. So
You think it?
So I'm guessing they're only going to take 7,999 more, Junior.
Do you think we're on that list?
Oh, we ain't on there.
Well, that sucks.
Oh, no. Nope. We ain't on that list.
Yeah, Nation ain't gonna tell us how to get on it either.
Randy, I mean, you're dead on the money. The mothership, I'm telling you, it started orbiting around our planet a couple of weeks ago, and Nation has been kind of MIA ever since he put the stupid Cocaine Bear stream up on Discord. He's been MIA, and that's probably because we're under green flag pit stops, Macaulay. What the fuck? People taking fuel, tires, everything else? I don't know what's going on here. But there's trucks on pit road, including the race leader. So we're going to follow him. Let's see if it goes up on a jack, lap 58. I don't see it going up in the air. So it's a fuel-only stop for the leader right now. So that's good news, Macaulay. Go get your tires. You're going to make up some time. As long as you don't get caught speeding on pit road or get no penalties, and go look at fourth place here. I'm taking a look at that 40 truck of Brad Patterson. I don't think he's pitted yet. I don't think any of these guys are, including your race leader. Nope, he's on pit road now. 70 of Burt Wilson, 17. The bootlegger Tommy Haynes behind him. Dakota Floyd right there in the 24 truck. Brad Patterson in the 40. 63 of Glenn Jamison. 61 truck of Corey Cook. He's on pit road. 55 there, Todd Cleveland. So a lot of drivers on pit road. Some of these drivers, though, are still out on the racetrack. The 10 truck. Going to go back to the front, possibly? I don't know. Now, we still got a couple out there. Richard Springer in the 21 and Mike Mitchell in the 2 are your top two right now. So they have not been to pit road, but the 21's going to bring it down now. And I expect that Jegs machine right there, the 2 truck, to follow suit. And you can hear him getting out of the gas and on the binders as he's going to bring it down here for service at Michigan Speedway as well. So he was 22 laps into that run. That's going to turn the lead back over to this driver, the driver of the 10 truck, Just Rick. And for those of you who don't know, it's Enrique or Rick Vagone. Well, Michael Atkins Jr. can't get on our Discord from the website. That doesn't make sense because it's always worked for everybody. I have to go in and I can't try it myself because I'm obviously already in the Discord, right?
Yeah, it won't work for you.
DMS is learning, Randy. He's out there making laps and he's learning, and won't be long at all that feller will catch up with it. I'll tell you, though, I'm kind of surprised with the 12 truck of Cody Williams. I don't know if he might have had some problems earlier or if something's going on, but I expect that 12 to be up there a little bit faster than that. Riding back here in the 20th spot. And then another driver who's lost a lot of time. That's Dalton C. in the 39, and he was having a good run. Must have got slapped with some of those pit road penalties. Meanwhile, back up front, though, Hal Eighmey trying to make up a little bit of time on the race leader, and Chuck Sweeting trying to make up a lot of time on the race leader. But I'll tell you, the 75 and 77, if I would suspect, since they didn't take tires on the first stop, that they got them now. And it's showing up on the lap times. Actually, it is showing up on the lap times right now by over 0.2 of a second. So 75 truck of Chuck Sweeting, 77 of Garrett Helmlinger making good lap times out there right now. And they're only 2 seconds behind your race leader. 2.8 seconds. So that was over 4 seconds before that round of pit stops, McCauley.
Yeah, they're catching.
Michael McCauley, man, he's got a little work to do. McCauley, he might have dropped a spot or two there on pit road. Lost spot to the 55, possibly, the 60, 63.
They didn't take tires.
They didn't take tires, McCauley said. And McCauley's got the hammer down, tires on. So you really only lost one spot physically on pit road. That was to the 40. Because the 40, Bad Brad Patterson's probably on the same tires you are, McCauley.
Yep.
Well, probably. Oh, wow. That's not good. Michael McCauley hard into the inside wall. And you said that you would be smoking and broken, didn't you? We got
it's broken.
Burn it down with fire. That's right. Throwback Tuesday. Old overlays and fire's happening. Man, we hate to see that 81 truck. Very good truck tonight. And just the slightest contact, just like that. That's all it takes here on these big tracks. And McCauley broke the motor. Didn't look like you changed the line there, McCauley, so I believe a feller may have drifted up on you.
I'll wait for him to call it.
Feller drifted up there, and there's contact, and McCauley's smoking and broken, and we don't have fast repairs, do we?
We got one.
So McCauley's going to get it towed and fixed.
Debating right now.
64 laps into the race, 64 of 105, and we got a caution, and I would suspect that probably nobody's taking tires right here, would be my guess. What do you got?
There's no need to.
One set left, McCauley?
Yep, should have one additional set left.
All right, so everybody's probably got one set left. I'm going to be interested to see if the 10 truck takes them this time. Let's see if he goes up on a jack. No, he don't. Going to top off with fuel and head right back onto the racetrack, and that probably happened a half an hour ago. No, it didn't. There's the 75 there, Sweeting. Going to roll off third. And I'll tell you what that did. Any gap that there was on the racetrack, that just got erased. That's what a caution does. So anything that the 10 and the 3 had on the rest of the field, it's all gone now. We're starting at ground zero. The difference is without the 10 and the 3 taking tires there, that their tires are in fact older than most of the other guys in the field just based off the pit strategies. So all that time they gain working the tire strategy early on, this caution flag, wipe it out. just like that. So should see some pretty good racing after the restart. I'd say the might be some changes up front. I don't know yet. We're going to have to wait and see, but restarting first, I think it might be the 2 truck, or is he on the tail end of the lead lap? My timing and scoring is more confused than Nation is. I'm showing Rick Vagone as the leader, but my time and screen is showing Mike Mitchell as the leader. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm going to almost bet you that the 2 truck is on the tail end of the lead lap.
No, I think Mike Mitchell's good. He's on the...
Is he? 00 then is tail end. No, he ain't on the tail end because he's actually behind 2 trucks. So that means they'll send the 00 to the back. So, in fact, Mike Mitchell should restart as a race leader, which means my ticker is wrong. And that's exactly what's going to happen, and it finally straightened itself out. So the 2 truck of Mike Mitchell is the leader. 10 truck Enrique restarting on the high side. Chuck Sweeting, 75 back in third. 4th place, 77 to Garrett Helmlinger, and top 5 there. 3 truck Hal Eighmey. Rounding out the 5th spot, he's got a bootlegger starting to his outside. Tommy Haynes there. So lights are out on that pace truck. We're 2 by 2 getting ready for a restart. Lap 66 of 105. They're clicking them off here at Michigan tonight. Doing it quickly. Going to get this race over, well, I would say at a decent hour, but not looking like it. It's 10 o'clock now, so we might get done at 10:30. The guy don't know yet.
Hopefully.
After the interviews, I'll probably get out of here about 11 and doing the points, so be pretty normal for me. Well, there goes the pace truck, and Geico restart zone, and we're back to racing. Just like that. Green flag's out. F it, we're gone. The 2 truck launched good, the 10 didn't, so the 75's going to take advantage of it. Now the 75's got a problem. He missed a shift maybe, but he's dropping like a rock in the middle. The 10, the 77 are going to shoot by. Now the 17's up there in a battle. Tommy Haynes. He's battling with the 10. Now he's battling with the 77. And son of a bitch, I think the 17 is going to go to second. He did. And he's running down that 2 truck. So Tommy Haynes and the bootlegger right here in the 17. He's got Garrett Helmlinger all over the bumper, and Haynes is going for the lead now. He caught the race leader in the 2. And how long will this last? New leader right there in this corner. 17, Tommy Haynes going to the lead. Now the 77's going to quit drafting with him and try to take advantage of him and go around him as Helmlinger fighting for the lead down the back straightaway. Garrett Helmlinger fight for the lead. He's going to clear him going into the corner. And that's going to move the 17 in a position. Can he make a crossover? We'll find out. It doesn't look like it, but he's going to ride back to the back bumper of the 77. Going to use the draft to get back up there, and I don't know. You just dive down there and take the spot back, McCauley? What do you do?
Take the spot back.
Take it back. Use the bumper, huh, McCauley? So back to third, 24 truck, Dakota Floyd. He's making his way through here. Where's Dakota been the whole race? Oh, we got contact. 86 truck involved. They were down at the bottom of the track, and 86 and 99, I think. I'm actually going to burn it down with fire to take a look what happened right there, because that was some pretty serious contact between these 2 trucks. And there's fire. Let's take a look at it. 86, 99. Red truck, black truck. Ooh. They just got together, and one of them did a jump out there. Looked like the left side's come up on 86, but they both got it straightened out and kept it going the right way. And we're going to stay green flag racing right here at Michigan. But things are changing. Just as I suspected, those older tires on the 10 truck, he's back here in 11th. The 3 truck He's mired all the way back here in the 16th position right now. So I understand the strategy they took early by foregoing the second set of tires and taking them. Because if this thing would have stayed green, that could have possibly put them in the catbird seat later on. You know what I mean?
Oh, they would have been set.
But when that caution flag had erased that 3-second advantage, now the 10 and the 3's in trouble. Because they didn't restart on a level playing field. They restarted on old tires. And they don't have any more sets of tires than any of the other guys do in the field. So, and you can see that with the 3 truck as he's going to fall back now to the 16th position. And the 10 truck not faring much better as he's under fire from Michael McCauley. But that's not for position, is it?
Unfortunately not.
No, McCauley's a couple of laps down after he had to do the tow here at Michigan. And, man, that's a long freaking tow, Michael McCauley.
It was 3 minutes.
It takes forever to get that son of a bitch around.
Yep.
Tow it around the track here, so. Meanwhile, back up front, your race leader, 77, Garrett Helmlinger. Second place, 17, bootlegger Tommy Haynes. Back in third, the 24, Dakota Floyd. In fourth, the 61 of Corey Cook. And then rounded out the top 5, that's going to be the 55 of Todd Cleveland. That is your top 5, but there's more trucks than that in here. And a driver that I was just asking what was going on the long run. Well, this driver's up here in the 8th position now. That's the 12 of Cody Williams. So he's battling with the 40 of Brad Patterson and the 70 of Burt Wilson. So Cody Williams making a great recovery and maybe getting to take advantage of a caution flag. I don't know that it might have helped a feller from a green flag pit stop penalty or something. So 74 laps into 105 laps of racing. At Michigan, hell, I can show you where we're at. Right there. I just click one button. I don't even have to say it. Says it for me. I put it on automatic now. I'm going to put the whole broadcast on automatic. I got a pre-recorded race thing that I'm going to play for you, and I'm going to step away. No, just kidding. We ain't that fancy yet, are we, McCauley?
Not yet.
We're getting there, though, where we don't have to do it live no more. We're going to get there. I'm just going to have a little recorder that plays. Or, hell, I'll just get on. I'll link my phone to my OBS somehow. And I'll broadcast it from my phone.
There you go.
From Mexico.
From Mexico?
Or possibly the mothership. I don't think the nation's going to share aliens, so we don't have to worry about getting invited on one of those expeditions, Junior.
Probably not. He's kind of selfish when it comes to the aliens. Couldn't even build us a logo.
It's been going good, Michael Atkins Jr. Good to see you here on the YouTube chat. Got your messages earlier. I'm not sure why you're not able to get on Discord from the website. Our Discord server is located at the bottom of, I believe, every web page. Is that right, Junior?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, and it shows. I hover over the Discord part of it and click on it, and it takes me right to Discord's website. Why does it do that? Oh, join Discord's on the bottom. You got to click the join Discord. It's on the bottom, but the link is lit up, and it takes you to our Discord. Shit. I messed up my thing. I got to fix that now. It'll take you right to our main, right to the, actually takes you right to the Discord. It took me right in there. And Junior did the right thing. He just put the link in for it. Shit. Why didn't I think of that, Junior?
I don't know, but it's about time I did something right.
So your battle up front includes a momentary 3 wide battle there. 61-55-24. They're going at it. Dakota Floyd. Corey Cook and Todd Cleveland is, look at Corey, 61 truck just battling for the P2 spot. Michael Atkins Jr., he's got it figured out now. He'll get himself in here. I thought he was already in our Discord server.
I thought he was too.
I just threw a wave in there to him so he can catch up on that one. So the battle up front, Tommy Haynes is under fire. The 61 of Corey Cook going for the second position. He's got it. He's got help from that 55 car or truck of Todd Cleveland. And, man, he's going to give him so much help. The 61's going after the 77 now. Corey said, I don't want one. I want them all. So there goes the 61 truck. Right after the 77, he's going to have the 55. What way is the 55 going to go? Because that might make all the difference here. And the 55 might jump. He jumps up there on the high side, but the bootlegger says, you know what? I'll go with you, Corey. But it didn't work for him as he lost the draft. The 61's going to clear the 77, slide up in front of him. Do we call that a slide job? Nope, just Michigan drafting. Slide job redefined. That's the best way to put it, isn't it, Macaulay?
Yep.
Now the 77, the 61 gets a break because the 55's going after the 77. This track still needs some tires, he said. Michael Atkins did. Yeah, you see that 17 fading back. He was up there hunting for it. But now he's back here trying to stay in the top 5. He's got 3 behind him with the 12 and the 24 and 40 and I don't know. There's more than that back there. 70 and 75, they're back in this mix too. So lots of drivers here. Tommy Haynes in the 4th spot. The bootlegger. Man, I'll tell you what, Corey Cook went up to the front, and he's setting settle on these boys right now, Macaulay.
And he doesn't do this often.
That's 61 truck, 0.3 of a second ahead, but I would say that the draft will come back into play, and that'll probably all go away, unfortunately. For him, anyway. Probably fortunate for some of the other drivers out there on the track, including the 55 of Todd Cleveland, who's now on the bumper. And, man, now they're ganging up on the bootlegger in 3rd. 3 trucks, 77, 12, and 40. Now the 12 said, you know what, I'll go up here with the bootlegger. Now the 40 says, I'll go up there. Now the 24 says he'll go up there. So now the 77's like, fuck, I ain't got no help now. That's a true story. Whether you like it or not, it's a true story, and I think that might be DMS they're going around. DMS on the bottom of the track there. And he's doing the right thing. He's making some laps around this place. So let's check on our race leaders from before and see where they're riding at now. Hal Eighmey in the 16th position in the 3 truck. He was riding 2nd before that last caution flag come out 18 laps ago. And Enrique, just Rick, in the 10 truck right here. That driver was a leader for a long time until, of course, the caution flag come out. Now he's riding back here in the 13th position, so that's what can happen. We're not going to do it through the field now because we are coming up to green flag pit stops within a lap or 2. So we're going to let this son of a bitch play out like it is. But we got a brand new race leader, 55 of Todd Cleveland for the first time tonight. 84 laps in at Michigan and waiting for them green flag pit stops to happen. Any lap now, but I would suppose that the next lap would probably be the magic number. But we're gonna fuck around and find out, ain't we, Junior?
Oh yeah, we are. Here's $1 million question.
Yeah.
You taking 4 on greens, or the green pit stop, or are you gonna gamble and hope there's a caution?
Well, I only got 1 set left, so I might as well just put all 4 of them on. There's 4 left. Might as well just put all 4 of them on, Junior. I don't know. It depends on how tight the truck is. If the truck gets tight, then I'll just put 2 on. But I would say after a full run like that, I'd rather do 4 and get all the grip.
No gambling and hoping for a yellow?
You wait till he reads that one, Randy. No, I ain't going to gamble and hope for a yellow. I'm just going to put 4 tires on and go out there and give it all I got, man. Then if a caution comes out, you know everybody's on a level playing field, so you can go get what you can on a restart and hope the draft works out for you and that you pick the right line, Junior. So we're 21 in. Somebody's got to give and say, fuck it, I'm coming to pit road. Who's it going to be? Like it might have been Mike Mitchell a couple laps ago. Race leader right now, 61 right behind him, 55, 61, 17, 12 trucks sideways. Man, he saved it, though. Stayed out of the back of the 17. He kept everything, kept his composure. A little bit sideways on entry, but sometimes it's just getting the last out of those tires. Got to get all of it out of them, don't you? Oof, but he passed his pit stall. He had to back up a little bit. It's not going to hurt him a ton, but it'll hurt him some. Race leader now is the 40 truck of Brad Patterson. So we'll see when Patterson's going to stop. He's been 23 laps into the stint, so he's going to bring it down now. He's going to bring Sweeting, Wilson, just Rick right there in the 10 truck's going to come to pit road. John Sanu in the 86. Not going to, yeah, he's going to come to pit road too. So lots of drivers who didn't pit before are going to pit now. We'll see how Eighmey coming off of pit road from his pit stop. Chuck Sweeting's on pit road. Brad Patterson exiting pit road. Burt Wilson's on pit road. Yeah, I'd say when this thing's, the green flag pit stops are over, your race leader's going to be the 55 right here. Of Todd Cleveland, so we're going to have to let it all shake out. Now Cleveland's under fire from the 17. Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger. He's hard on the gas, but I'm still showing the 40 as the leader, so Brad Patterson's back out on the racetrack, playing a little bit of strategy. So we do have a driver that used some strategy, Junior. Patterson in the 40 truck, and it got him a 2.5-second lead. But I would almost bet you that it was a tire strategy that the feller played. He might have took tires the whole race until that final pit stop. And if that is the case, I'd say these drivers here are going to run them down pretty quickly. 17, Tommy Haynes. Great battle here. 61, 55, 77, and 24. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Damn phone keeps going off. Just going to throw it away. Nope, I ain't throwing my phone away. We're going to throw Nation away. He can't show up for these broadcasts anymore. I don't know what's up with that feller. I'm going to agree with Michael Atkins on that. I mean, I'm a 4-tire guy here. That's all there is to it. I'm taking if they would give me 8, Michael Atkins Jr., I'd take 8 of them. That's why when you ask me, Junior, I'm like, no, I'm taking tires. This track is good, especially if you're running it wide open. Once the tires wear a little bit, you can eat the tires right off, can't you, Macaulay?
It doesn't take much.
Well, they ran that 40 right down, just like I said. Tommy Haynes going to the outside. He's going to take the race lead right now, lap 90. Of 91 of 105. I mean, these things are ticking off. There ain't a whole lot of racing go. Can a bootlegger hold on? Does Corey Cook come up here and pull off a win with his limited starts? Garrett Helmlinger, Todd Cleveland, Dakota Floyd, Brad Patterson, Chuck Sweeting, not too far out of it. You got to go back a little bit to 8th where you find Glenn Jamison. Burt Wilson a little bit farther back in 9th. There's Craig Lerman in the 10th spot. He's in a pack of 3, though. He's got the 56 of John T. Wimbish in 11th, and in 12th, the 10 truck of Just Rick. 13th of Hal Eighmey. 13th is the 3 of Hal Eighmey. And he's back from Rick Fagone by about 5 seconds now. And he's got no one around him to draft with. He's got Mike Mitchell back behind him, another 1.5 seconds. And then John Sanu, 3 seconds behind. So those guys almost need a caution flag, Michael McCauley.
Or a couple.
17 just wants the laps to go away and the next one to be 105. I've been there before more than one time, so I know exactly what that driver's thinking. Bootlegger machine, Tommy Haynes has a win this season already. So the question is he trying to be stingy now, McCauley? Is he asking for too much here? Oh, they got a run behind him this time. 61 and 77 working together. There goes the 61. Corey Cook driving to the bottom of the track, but the 77 did not go with him. 77 on the high side, so the 61 with no help, not going to be able to get it done, and there's contact and a wreck. Caution flags out. Just like that. Contact and a wreck. And with that, we are going to do what? We're going to burn it down with fire right there. WFO fire on the replay. That car just blew the fuck up. That's all it did. All right, so what happened on this one? Oofed. 3 wide. 55, 75, 77. Took them all 3 out. Looked like netcode might have hit them sumbitches, McCauley. We'll watch it one more time here. I'm going to go to a chase view or something. But I believe that it could have possibly been netcode here. No. Might want to take that back and get on board with another driver here if I can. I'd still call it a racing incident, McCauley.
Temple.
The 75 had his nose there for 3 wide, and it looked like him and the 55 tried to occupy the same space, man. That's what I'm seeing. I'll do a far chase of it, you know, and that's all I can do. And we'll see it from the far chase right here, but, man, it looked like there was plenty of room, and the 75 didn't really change his line. That's the thing, and the 55 was just running a natural line, too. And the 2 lines met, and a wreck happened. You know what I mean?
Yep. We can call it a racing deal.
Yeah, call it a racing incident. No harm, no foul to any driver. But I'll tell you, man, Tommy Haynes, is he happy to see it, or is he not? Does some lucky bastard have a set of tires in the pits? Those are the questions we should be asking right now. We're going to find out if there's any takers on pit road, so we'll take a look back here. Who would I think would do that? Maybe the 72, the 99, the 21? I don't know.
I mean, I got new fresh tires, but it don't mean anything.
I can tell you that some of those guys have been on pit road. 86 truck, John Sanu. I mean, who's got the new tires there? We know McCauley's got a new set, but it don't mean nothing. We have 10 laps to go, so I would say, you know, you restart right there around the top 10. There's time to get new tires up to the front. Wouldn't you agree, McCauley?
I definitely would think so.
Yeah, I mean, you got about 8 or 9 laps to get it done, so I think there would be time. But while we're under caution, it's a good time to remind you, WFO Racing Network's looking for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And then when we hit it, we're going nuts, and we're giving free shit away. That's right, free shit. That's how we're going to advertise it, McCauley. And what kind of free shit is it? Well, it may be a gaming computer. It might be a keyboard and mouse to go with that. Maybe a steering wheel and a set of pedals to go with that you can set up at your favorite desk, or, I don't know, get you a little TV fucking tray in the living room and hook it up to the TV, right?
Whatever you want to hook it up to.
And then you're ready to go sim racing. So on top of that, we're going to give you 1 year. Listen to me, 1 year of free iRacing. subscription. That's right. 1 year of iRacing. We're going to pay for it on us, on the WFO Racing Network. So help us get to 1,000 subscribers and make us give shit away. Come on. Do it. I dare you. Right, Macaulay?
Oh, we do.
We do. We double dare you. Get us there.
We want you to.
We do. This is one time I'll agree with that. We do. So what we're going to do when we hit that 1,000 mark is when that's when the giveaway starts. And we're going to have some newly designed shirts if you want to get some extra entries. And we already got some yoga pants and some stickers. So a sticker gets your ass 1 entry. A pair of yoga pants, though, they'll get you 10 entries. That's right, 10. And one of the newly designed T-shirts when they're ready, if Nation ever shows back up, that'll get you 5 entries. So the new T-shirts are going to be badass, by the way, Junior.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. They're not going to be like the old ones. We're actually going to make and sell these son of a bitches. They're going to be badass.
Yeah, while they're at it, get you a pair of them yoga pants.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I think DMS told me he was going to model some of them some bitches on his stream. He didn't care. So we got to get a pair of them to DMS for sure. Oh, battle back here. 3 wide, and this is what I'm talking about, man. These restarts happen. You got to go and get it. And we're probably not done with cautions as I look back here and see this shit going on. I mean, here's 3 wide. Is it 4 wide coming? Craig Lerman in the 11, 75, 40, 70. Do it? Nope, maybe not 4 wide. They thought about it, but not. Battle up there for the lead. Tommy Haynes and Corey Cook. I don't know how they're going to settle this one. I think Corey might try to jump up there and take it, but he's going to do a change over here, go to the bottom, but the 24 is going to stay with the 17. Corey's right beside him. Can he drive it off in the corner deeper and maybe do a slide job here? Yes, he can. He's going to do just enough maybe to do it. Nope, he didn't. Now it'll depend on where the 21 goes. 61 just, he took too much track, wrecked the 17. That was on the 61, Macaulay.
10-4.
I'm going to burn it down with fire one more time and take a look at it, but it looked to me like the 61 just trying to throw a block up there, and the 17 was there, man, so that's a dirty block at that point.
You want to know something, though?
What?
It ain't over yet. I'm the lucky dog. We got to get one more caution.
Yeah, 17 don't change his line, man. The 61 just come right up across his nose, so gonna wait and see if he calls that out or what, Macaulay?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So that sucks for that 17. Bootlegger Tommy Haynes having such a good run. Late in a race, too. Do a rear chase on that. Don't look like he got a lot of damage from it, at least from this view, but there might be some on that right side. You might want to remind those guys that they do have a fast repair here, because I told them last week that they wouldn't be getting one on any track but a plate track, Macaulay. I told them that last week.
I did that in the driver's meeting, let them know.
So these guys got a fast repair here tonight, but starting next week, them sumbitches will be gone. So you literally send it and bend it, and when it's smoking and broken, you'll be in the broadcast booth with Vern joking. And I ain't kidding. Right, Junior?
Nah, and if that's the case, I'd already been up here, man.
Man, and I'll tell you what, you got guys that this was a break for. Enrique. 10 truck up in the 7th position now. Hal Eighmey, 3 truck. He's back in the 11th position. So, and they're on about the same tires, but some of these guys we've seen come down pit road, one of them was the 11. I know one of them was the 11, so maybe he's got a little fresh. No, maybe the 75's got fresher tires, perhaps. Riding in the 6th spot. He was on pit road 5 laps ago, it says. So maybe he was one of the lucky son of a guns with tires. Maybe it was the 99. Maybe perhaps the 3. Maybe the 2. Maybe the 21. You see where I'm going here? Maybe the 86. I could name a few that made stops in. We'll see many takers right now, though. I mean, this is going to be close to a green-white checker on the restart. So this is the time where you probably don't want to go down pit road if you're up in that top 5 or 6 and give up valuable track position because it's so freaking hard to get back. Right, Macaulay?
Oh, it's 100% hard to get back.
Unfortunately, you might have got the lucky dog, Macaulay, but you ain't got a lot of laps left, my friend.
No, but if we get one more caution, I'm back in it.
As long as you're not the caution. You'd be back in it back there at the end of the longest line for a green-white checker again, Macaulay.
I would be.
This one gonna come close. What are you on 1 to go now? Lights out on the pace car?
Yep, 1 to go.
All right, so we'll go back racing with 4 laps to go, which means this will not count against the green-white checkers. If it would have went back a lap later than that, it would have counted as one of the green-white checkers, but it is not going to in this case because we are actually, in fact, going to have 4 laps of racing when this thing goes green. Isn't it great to have the fire back, YouTube? I love seeing the fire show up there in the chat. All the fires, and it's just awesome to have the fire back. And we don't have Nation crying every time I say it.
That's why we like it.
And those are all true stories. I couldn't have made one of those up, could I, Junior?
Nah.
Every time we'd do that, he'd scream like a little crybaby, wouldn't he? I hate that freaking video.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
That was Nation. Well, we love it. And on Throwback Taco Tuesday, that's exactly what you're going to get with the WFO Racing Network. But now, with the WFO Racing League's Eighmey Contract and Truck Series, you're about ready to get a hell of a finish here at Michigan Speedway tonight. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out. Dakota Floyd. He's going to take advantage of the Geico restart zone, and the 24 truck's going to take off. He's going to try to set her sail right here, is what I would guess, Junior. They're getting up to speed. 24's got the lead, but the 63 of Glenn Jamieson's all over the tailgate. You don't know where the back of the 24 ends and the 63 begins because the 63 is up on that truck like it's nobody's business. Now he's going to take a look to the high side. Can the 63 get a run right here? Will that run be good enough to boot the 24? And unfortunately it was, as the 24 goes through the grass and they scramble, but we stay green. That was damn near the caution Macaulay wanted. Brand new leader, 63 of Glenn Jamieson, but he's not going to keep it long. His teammate, the 70, Burt Wilson, hold my beer moment. He said hold my beer. He's going to put the slide job on now. We got 2 teammates doing battle, 63 and 70. They don't know who in the hell is going to lead it. Craig Lerman, no, right behind him in the 11 truck. He's going to join the battle. 63 back to the front. Less than 3 laps to go. Lerman going for second. And look who else I see in this picture. 10 truck. That's right. Just Rick. He's coming back at the end, and he's going to join the battle too. 10 truck getting a run on the bottom, pulling up on that 11. The 63 is your race leader. 99 truck of Dan Witt. You ask, where did some of these guys come from? Macaulay, we got a caution, buddy.
We do.
I don't know who it was, but I'm going to find out maybe, or, yep, I found it.
It was 72, 86, someone else.
Got it. Guess what that means, chat? We're going to burn it down with fire. That's right. Right here on the WFO Racing Network. What happened, though, is what we're going to see. Let that little car burn down, and that guy's already headed the wrong way. So 3 wide. And that's been about 2 or 3 times tonight. Led to some bad shit, but that's what did it. 6 truck drifted up, man. Got into the side of the 40, took out the 86 and the 72. So that one's going to be on the 6 truck. And that's going to put us under caution number 5 tonight here at Michigan, which is about 4 more than I thought we would have. But it'll be okay, right, Macaulay?
We're going to make it through.
It'll be okay because Macaulay's possibly going to get the lucky dog right here, if I had to guess.
Oh, yep, we're the lucky dog.
And we're going to get a green-white checker, but I'll tell you what, man, impressed with the drive of the 10 truck. That last caution put him back on equal ground, Junior. And we'll see what your dad's got up to. He's back up to 8th now, driving a 3 truck. So let's go over your top 10 real quick. Glenn Jaminson's your race leader in the 63 on the recap. Craig Lerman second down in the 11. Burt Wilson back in the 3rd position, and Just Rick in the 10 truck is in 4th. Chuck Sweeting rounding out the top 5 here in the 75. Then you got the 99 of Dan Witt. Behind him is the 56 of John T. Wimbish. Good recovery for that driver. 3 truck of Hal Eighmey sitting back there in the 8th position. And in 9th, you got that 77 machine there of Garrett Helmlinger. Back in 10th, rounded out the top 10, the 21 of Richard Springer. Go back one more. You're going to find that 17. He's a bootlegger. That's right. Tommy Haynes. The 6 truck, LZ Daly. Driver of the 6 truck sitting back there in the 12th spot. And in 13th, the 2 truck right there, Mike Mitchell. Back in 14th, he was up battling for the lead earlier. That's the 61 of Corey Cook. And he's got the 24, who we just seen have some problems not too long ago that put him back here in the 15th position. Go back to 16th, you're going to find the 55 of Todd Cleveland. He's got a little damage on that machine now. And then in 17th will be Brad Patterson in the 40 truck. Possibly a little damage there too. 18th, this truck's going to be on pit road. That's going to be the 86 truck of John Sanu. Which reminds me, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Sanu. We appreciate you tuning into the broadcast week in and week out. As we go back to 20th and find the 72 here, Jacob Daniels. Dalton C's 39 back in 22nd. Nick Hunt in the 00 U-Haul truck back there in 23rd. Michael Osno is actually in 23rd in the 33 truck. Nick's in 22nd. And then 24th position and 5 laps down, that's going to be the 12th truck right there, Cody Williams. So back on the front of the field, getting ready for a restart. Michael McCauley, did you get your lap back yet?
Yep, I'm back.
And there's DMS right there. Going to bail out of the truck in the 23rd position on pit road right there. So good job to you. Good run tonight, DMS. 63 and 11, your front row. Second row, 70 and 10, Burt Wilson. Enrique, or just Rick in the 10 truck. And if the overlays look weird, that's because we're on Throwback Taco Tuesday. And we did it so we could get the fire back. That's right. You see all the fire in the chat? That's because that's our replay fire. Burning down a car. Car explodes right in front of you, don't it, Junior?
Oh, yeah.
Looks
Looks
like
an action movie.
Looks like a WFO wreck, don't it?
Could we have it any other way, though?
Hell no. Send it and bend it till you're smoking and broken, man. If you ain't smoking and broken by the end of it, you didn't drive that fucker hard enough. You can go back out there and do it again. Last caution broke a feller's truck, he said. I believe that. It looked like it was pretty busted up on pit road there. But I'm telling you what, those belts are strapped tight. That truck, the pace truck just hit pit road. And we're coming up to the Geico restart zone for a green-white checker finish. And will this be the only one? Probably not. Back to green flag racing just like that. 63, Glenn Jamison. Well, he found the loud pedal, and he took off. Races for second, though. 70, 11, 75, and 10. Look at Chuck Sweeting. Look at the 99 of Dan Witt. Powering their way now into the top 5. Sweeting trying to get a little bit more here. Inside line stacking up. And the 75's got to run now. Chuck Sweeting in the 75. I don't know where he comes from when these things come down to the nitty-gritty. They're going to get the white flag at the start-finish line, and that's going to make this thing final. No wreck is going to end it. Boom. White flag is out for your race leaders. 1 lap to go around Michigan Speedway. 63's leading it. He might need some help. His teammate back there went to the high side, but I'm going to tell you what, the 75 of Sweeting drove by him. Chuck Sweeting in the 75 working down the back straightaway. Big wreck in the back, but we're not going to that. We got a race for the win here. Sweeting's going to go to the high side. He's going to try to get a run off this corner. I know what he's doing. He stays in front of the 70, but he's still behind the 63. Now he moves around. The 70 is going to try to make a run, and Glenn Jamison in the 63 is going to hold him off and win it. Look at that. You couldn't ask for a better guy to take that win here tonight than the driver of the 63, Glenn Jamison. He's going to be one happy, happy man. It's like the 75 of Chuck Sweeting's going to settle for second, and the 70 of Burt Wilson is going to bring home the top 3. For the 10 fans, Enrique finishing the 6th position right here. Just some notables. Hal Eighmey kept a top 10 finish, and look at Michael McCauley recovering for the 12th position in the 81 truck. That's going to be one happy driver right there.
Glenn?
Oh yeah. I don't know if he's going to be able to. I don't know if he's going to be able to stop burning it down out there, McCauley.
He earned it.
He drove the wheels off that thing. That last restart and the restart before that. I mean, you could see how bad he wanted it tonight. You really could. You could see it on the racetrack. And he probably owes the 24 maybe a slight apology, but.
Alrighty, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, Junior. Have a good night.
Yeah, catch you later.
You too.
I'm going to go down there and find a feller. I think I'm going to find him. I have to find myself, don't I, McCauley?
Yeah. Don't need to find you.
Oh, there we go. Glenn Jamison, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Vern. How you doing, buddy?
Man, I'll tell you what. You had to be nervous on that last green-white checker, but you made it look easy, Glenn.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if I've shaken that much, and I don't know how long.
You kicked ass, dude. I mean, you had to race your way up there. It wasn't given to you by cautions because you raced your way up there under the green. But man, once you got there, we could just see it. I could watch your truck go around and just see how much you wanted this win tonight.
I wanted it real bad. I'll tell you, it's hard to get a win here. This is great competition. Every one of these guys be able to come out here and even be on the podium, but win a race here. It's hard coming, and just real thankful. It's great competition, a lot of fun. That last couple of laps, just kind of let the truck do its thing and hold on. Kind of think about the line, think about the momentum, and hope I was up there when we got to the end, and it turned out I was.
Man, I was pulling for you too. I ain't gonna lie. You're probably gonna hear it in the broadcast. I wanted to see the 63 get to victory lane. I could see how bad you wanted it, and it just all fell for you in the right direction there.
Worked out definitely for sure. And like I said, I appreciate it. Appreciate the cheers and everybody watching, and all these guys we're racing with. I appreciate every one of them, man. It's a great group of guys. Tough racing. I think I got one or two apologies. I got to go make a couple people I want to talk to on pit road and make sure everything's okay. But these are all a great bunch of guys, and just really excited to bring one home tonight.
Man, I'll tell you what, a win will make it all feel better, won't it?
Right on. Sure will.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I'm gonna tell you a couple things. Number one, you locked yourself into the chase.
Awesome.
And the other thing you locked yourself into is going to be an all-star race.
That's dynamite. I'm really looking forward to that. I think doing that this year is going to be such a blast, a lot of fun, and just really looking forward to it. It's whatever happens from here on out. It's been in the first 2 weeks, been a great season, lots to look forward to, and really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think Michael McCauley released the details. He's a brainchild of that all-star race, but man, I love that idea and locking the race winners in. I'm assuming from both series, right, McCauley?
Yeah, that's what he told us in the meeting.
Yeah, so there you go. To lock in both of you, race for a 1-year iRacing subscription, which would be a nice little bonus to win there.
That's beautiful. It's a wonderful bonus, and just to be up there racing with those guys is a bonus too.
Well, you're going to get your chance at it, Glenn. And do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. First, just want to thank the people who are watching, the fans, people who come and watch us race. I got to thank all the guys I'm racing with, all the drivers. Vern, I got to thank you for being in the booth. And, you and Hal sponsoring this thing. You put this thing on. You know you're here for us every week. Everybody has a great time. It's tough racing, but you guys work really hard, and I want to thank you for that. And then just appreciate again all the guys working with Bert. We talk strategy all the way through, so we're constantly working our strategy, and just appreciate Brad and Bert and the team guys that work through this and make it all happen.
Well, it worked out 1-3 for you and Bert tonight, and I don't know what button I just pushed on my broadcast, but we got fire again.
Fire.
I don't know how that happened, Macaulay. Glenn, congrats once again, man. I mean, you at least had me off my seat, and I'm sure other people too. So
thank you, Vern. I appreciate it.
Take this one with you and enjoy it, buddy, because you earned it. And go do any apology you got to do.
I'm going to go do that right now. Appreciate it, and thanks again, everybody.
Thank you, Glenn.
Good win, Glenn.
Thank you.
Move him down to the main lobby, and I'm going to go get our P2 finisher tonight. That's the only thing I don't like is I don't have the right things to put up for the top 3. But it'll be all right. We'll get back to our normal overlays next week. Chuck Sweeting, Vernon, Michael McCauley in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Man, it looked like the laps ran out, but I think my first question for you is you had about 14 laps on that last run. Was that on fresh tires 14 laps ago? Or?
Yeah, and then I got some damage under one of those wrecks when we were 3 wide there. It's just kind of a racing deal. And I still had a set of left side tires, but I don't think they helped me any. So I had to work my way back up there. But, it's just I wasn't the fastest truck tonight and would have felt a little bit guilty about taking the win if I'd have gotten it. But congrats to Glenn because he definitely earned it. Yeah, I just got lucky there at the end, and the seas kind of parted, and I got up to Glenn. But, man, he held that bottom line, and I couldn't do anything with him.
Yeah, he was definitely quick, and then I seen you trying, man. You got to the outside. Do you think if the 70 might have closed up on your bumper there when you jumped on the high side that it might have made a difference?
Maybe. I couldn't really tell a whole lot of difference. Like if I was behind somebody, I couldn't push them up to the next truck. There was a big draft, but it just didn't work like on the Daytona or Talladega track. So
right.
Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe it's probably just me that I just wasn't very good in the corners and I couldn't carry the momentum like some of the rest of the guys. There were several that were just faster than me tonight. I just happened to survive it.
Man, that's not a lot from my here. I won't hear that much from you. You tell me you weren't that good in the corners. I mean, come on. I think you might have put the whole. I think you might have put all the viewers in shock with that one.
Nah, we all struggle sometimes, and the next 4 tracks I'm really looking forward to. It takes these big tracks with the momentum. I don't know. There's a skill to it that I don't have. When I got the win last week, I told you it was only like the second or third time I'd ever won at a plate track on iRacing.
Right.
So they're just not my thing.
Well,
there's a schedule change then. If you're good the next 4 tracks, this came in a schedule change.
We're just gonna have to go all super speedway racing, Macaulay.
Right.
No, great run. I mean, if they're not your style tracks to get the win on the plate track and then bring it here and get second and damn near get the win again, Chuck, come on.
Yeah, that's luck. I'll probably wreck out next week though, so who knows?
I feel like you're in here pulling all of our legs with that one.
No, it's true. I tell you what, Michael, I feel really bad for you. You went from the pole to, I don't know where you went, a couple laps down somehow or another, and then having to referee the last 20 laps.
I believe McCauley could have won the damn thing, honestly.
Yeah.
From starting on the pole, going 2 laps down to coming back on that last restart, getting my lap back to finishing 12th, up and down.
Well, at least you got back on the lead lap and got to finish, got to run the whole race. Because, yeah, that was I don't know, got a little rough there toward the end. it's hard. You know, I saw a few wrecks tonight where guys just got like stuck together, and I don't think anybody was necessarily at fault for them. It's just one of those iRacing things where once you touch, you can't get off each other. So
Right.
I heard guys getting mad about it, but I don't think there was any bad intent from anybody tonight.
No, I didn't see any bad intent from anyone either, and still sitting here in shock that you say that these are not good tracks for you, but I seen you win, and then I see you a second tonight, and you damn near pulled the thing off again tonight. So
Yeah, I tried.
my
I'm not
head's
saying
gonna be
I'm
spinning.
terrible at them. I just don't have good finishes over the years. But
I don't know about you, Macaulay, but I think my head's gonna stay spinning for a while on that comment.
Oh yeah.
That messed us up. Chuck, do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth, or give a shout out to here?
Just Hal and Eighmey Contracting for all they do for the league. Michael for all the work he does. You for putting on this league, and just everybody that helps out. All the hard work that goes into it. That's it. Just appreciate being here and having fun racing with some good guys.
Well, we try. We do the best we can, and it's a great group of people here that make it happen. It really is, and that includes all you drivers, Chuck. You guys put on the show on the track. It makes the broadcasting part easy, and Michael Macaulay for all the damn hard work he does. Hal Eighmey for the work he does and backing the whole thing. So it's a lot of people that do it, but you're one of those two, Chuck.
Well, it's an awesome organization, so it's a privilege to run here.
You're part of the show, man. So go enjoy that second place finish. And where are we at next week, Macaulay?
I don't even remember it. I made the
We're at Michigan. We're at
Atlanta.
old Atlanta. Damn.
Yeah, old Atlanta.
I think we might see Chuck back in Victory Lane.
We'll see.
We
Or in the
might.
pits, I don't know.
We'll find out next week. Chuck, have a good night, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You too. So Chuck Sweeting, second place driver, and very modest interview, Michael Macaulay.
That was.
I'm going to say that was very modest. And I do, I mean it too, Macaulay. I think you might have been one of the toughest one I seen out there, but it just didn't work out that way.
Nope. Some nights it goes that way.
So we got a couple more interviews to do. We got to keep rolling here. Bert Wilson, Vern, and Michael Macaulay in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, sure do. How you guys doing?
Man, I tell you what, you put on a hell of a battle at the end of it. Tell us about your race, and tell us whether or not the teammate, if there were team orders there, if you were going for it, Bert.
The team orders are win if you can.
That's right.
Just don't wreck me doing it. Yeah, I was thought about giving him a couple of nudges there on the backstretch, a little bump draft, but thought better of that. But I was just going to stay tucked up under his backside until the last moment, and I totally blew one. When Chuck got under me, I just totally blew one because I had his billboard in my face, Glenn's billboard in my face. So I was happy to end up a third after that. So congrats to Glenn. He's a hard racer, clean racer, and he deserves a win like that. I was going to hate to have to take it from him, but I would have.
So you didn't have you wouldn't have made no bones about taking it. That's what you're saying. You were going for it.
Yeah, I would have tried to put a move on him at the end if I'd had a chance, and he'd have done the same, and I'd expect him to do that. Same way with Brad, too. He ran good tonight, and look back at that incident with you, Macaulay, and it looked like a big old net code, so that was unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it does.
He was having a good run. He was actually led a couple of laps, so, getting back into the league, so hate it for him to finish 18th, but I look for him to be up in the front more often, too, so I'm just real proud of the whole team. Glad to be racing with them, and glad, you guys put this on, Macaulay and everybody, for taking their time, time and money to put this on. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And that's awesome. That's good words there. And even on the whole, your shout out to your team. That's just the way you look out for people, Bert, and that's the kind of guy you are, man, and that's the driver you are. But I'm proud of you, feller.
I lost another point to Chuck, though. Damn it!
But you
Damn it.
had that thing out there battling. And it wasn't like it was handed to you from cautions, Bert. You drove her up there.
It was crazy. I mean, it was the who's got the run game, so
Right.
yeah, at least you guys were busy instead of last week where we were single file though almost the whole race. So you guys had to talk about yoga pants and
Oh yeah, we did.
and nations probing.
Well, and the nation's probing come out again tonight because the where's Waldo? Where's Nation at? Honestly, where is Nation 01?
I hope the fans enjoyed this. It was pretty damn exciting. There were a lot of lead changes, a lot of passing, a lot of pack racing. I was really bummed out when that green-white checker come out.
That was going to be my next question for you.
Glenn just barely got 24, and that it was in the corner, and it was just enough to send him skedaddling down almost to pit road. I don't know if he did go in pit road or not, but
I don't think he did.
What can you do?
It was probably pretty close, and that's pack racing at these tracks. A 2-mile track, and that's pack racing, Bert.
I had the door slammed in my face so many times tonight. It wasn't even funny.
That's almost what you had to do, though, to block another guy's run like that.
Right.
You had to take the run away. If you didn't, you might get freight trained.
Yeah, that was exactly right. If you could pass people on the bottom because it was just shorter, but you scrubbed so much speed that you better slam the door on them or they're coming back around you on the top side.
So basically, what you're saying is you weren't making as many friends out here tonight as perhaps last week.
Yeah, there are probably lots of people getting mad at getting the door slammed in them. I tried not to do it just because I didn't want to end up turned into the wall, but there were a couple times.
Well, great start to the season for you.
Thank you.
You start off with a second place last week, I believe, and then you back that up with a third place finish here at Michigan tonight. So that's possibly, next to Chuck Sweeting, you two drivers have had a sensational start to season 11.
Well, I just hope we can keep it going. My goal this year is just to get top fives, and if you do that, you're going to be there in the end. So,
well, I'll tell you, the positions you're finishing in, if you keep doing that, you're going to be better than that at the end. You're going to be P1 at the end.
I didn't get a ton of P5s last year. I mean, a few, but I was leading for a good portion of the trucks last season. So it's about consistency, making sure you make every race and getting in the top 10, really. So do that, you'll be there.
Well, next week is going to be about how much you love the old tracks. So we're going to go to Old Atlanta for race number 3 next week.
It's better than mini Daytona. I mean, New Atlanta.
Mini Daytona. I like it. Bert, do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth or give a shout out to, man?
My proctologist. The lesions are a lot better. Other than that, I already thanked you guys and the teammate. So,
yep. Then you're good to go, right?
Yeah.
Man, we'll see you next week, and I'm sure we're going to have you back in the booth again for another good one.
Oh, I hope so. Thanks for the time.
We do too. Thanks, Bert. I don't remember what channel I pulled you out of, though.
Don't matter.
Don't matter, he said. All right, so that's your third place driver. Good interview.
Yeah, that was a good interview.
Shout out to the proctologist there, didn't he?
Yep. Yeah, it's a first.
That's funny. All right, so we got a driver of the day. And something tells me with 4 number 10s that it is, in fact, just Rick in the 10 truck. And he's down there, so let's move him up here. Just Rick Fagone, driver of the 10 truck. You got a copy, buddy?
What's happening?
Well, I'll tell you, man, you led a lot of laps here tonight. And I seen the strategy. At least I think I know what your strategy was.
You know what the strategy was? Fill me in, because I thought we had 4 sets of tires. So I was using them like I had 4 sets of tires.
Oh, so you thought there were 4 sets and there weren't.
Nope. Hal's like, we got 1 more set left. I'm like, well, okay. I got 55 more laps. We're screwed.
Well, feller, if that thing had stayed green, though, in the second half, were you really that screwed?
Well, that was the thing. The caution coming out that eliminated the lead on the people we had behind, but the guys that were running third, fourth, fifth were closing the gap pretty quick. There wasn't anything we got to do about them, but I think I saw like an 11 or 12-second lead back to the fourth and fifth guy. I think we could have fucking made it back to our pit stop in front of them, but maybe had a top 5 had it gone green, but that doesn't always happen.
Well, you damn near got a top 5 even after it worked out the way it did. I mean, you one short of that in the 6th spot tonight, but that position isn't really a description of the race for you tonight.
No, I like this place quite well. I got really, really good speed on the long runs, and we was just talking with Hal there and trying to figure out how we could have worked a little better together to maybe keep pushing the guy out front, but he was getting a little tight behind, and of course that's hard to keep right up on somebody when you're washing up the track. But got a couple good restarts late, gained 7 or 8 spots, and then I got stuck in the outside lane and lost 3 or 4. So it's like, I had a good jump on Glenn, and I think I lifted a little bit for Craig. I didn't want to run over him. He'd been battling the whole race, and he was zipping through the field too.
That last restart, I thought you were going to make it interesting up there, restarting 4th, man, and it just the draft, the runs did not work out for you there.
I'd have felt a lot better going into the turn 1 on the bottom. It'd have been up there looking like Chuck, slicing and dicing, passing 4 guys in one corner.
So we got,
but that's not always the case. So we'll take 6th place, be happy about it. See you tomorrow.
Well, being we only interview the top 3, I think you know why you're in here tonight, Rick.
Oh, yeah. Hal mentioned there, driver of the day. I want to thank the ladies and gentlemen of the fuck are we tribe.
Well,
I'm wondering where the fuck are we next week.
Man, I mean, you earned that driver of the day tonight, though. You went up there, you led a bunch of laps. You just, like I said, I thought it was a strategy. I really did. I didn't realize you thought you had more tires than that.
Well, just the situation. I know I'd like to have an extra set. It wouldn't probably, it'd been tough. Somebody catch up because I was flying.
Yeah.
Hal and I were moving, but no, it was a good race. I thought there was patience along from what I saw around everyone I was racing with. I didn't really see that many incidents, either right directly in front of me or anywhere around. So I mean, if there was some action that happened on track, then I guess that's racing. But
I seen a couple smoking and broken tonight.
Yeah, I like the legacy tracks here. It's a different look, different feel. I don't think there's really a whole lot different between New Michigan and Old Michigan, other than
this is the New Michigan, isn't it, Macaulay?
Yeah, this was New Michigan.
Oh, it is? I thought we was running legacy tracks.
It feels like it.
Well, you fucked up again. No cautions one week.
I would think
wrong track the next. Now, just like I said, where the fuck are we?
I would think it would be the New Michigan because you have the Geico restart zone. I don't think they do that on the old tracks, do they, Macaulay?
No, they don't.
Now it shows you how much I pay attention. I got one less set of ties. I don't even know what track we're at. So I thought we was at the old track the whole time.
Hell, if you would have known, that probably might have made a difference of a few spots there.
Well, if we're gonna race the legacy tracks, we might as well put them on the schedule.
Well, we got legacy track coming up next week with Old Daytona, and then I think we got one coming up at Old Texas too, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to be running Old Texas as well.
Yeah, so we got legacies coming up there, but that curveball right there might have made all the difference between you winning and finishing 6th tonight, Rick.
Yeah, I doubt that. Just a situation being out front with a fresh set of tires when no one else took them. I look like a fucking stud.
Damn, man, I'm trying to help you out here. Work with me.
And then I look like a dud. Probably about 25 laps later, going the wrong way. So what do you do?
Yeah, well, you guys were dropping like a rock on them old tires.
Yeah, well, that's what they felt like when I was going by them on the restart. And they got repaid back to me. But I want to say congratulations to Glenn on the win. He drove a good, clean race and had it out front when it mattered the most, the last lap. So,
but you and Hal had a couple more cautions that allowed both of you to fight back up there into the top 10, man. So
yeah, it certainly helped getting a 6. I don't know if I was I might have been able to get a top 10, but it would have been dicey.
Macaulay, you got anything to add for Rick tonight?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Oh,
I'm
nothing.
I'm pulling a nation.
Holy
Nothing from Sick
shit.
Boy. You got to quit lapping doorknobs, Michael. You're getting sick every week. If you're gonna lap doorknobs, at least put some disinfectant on them things. Maybe
Son
clean
of a
the bad shit
bitch.
off it.
Can't help it when I enjoy it.
Man.
You and Richard both. He was making fun last week. He's like, Jesus, Macaulay's sick again, and now look who didn't show up tonight because he's Sick Boy lapping doorknobs. So
I don't think I could slam the outhouse door that hard there.
And I know Cody was. I don't know where he was during the race. I know I heard him say, "God damn it, the baby's hollering again," so he had to cut it short.
That's why he parked it
Oh,
on
geez.
pit road.
Yeah, I don't know whether he was out front or somewhere close to the vicinity of the front, but he was pretty well discouraged
Son of a
when he
bitch.
left, and I don't think he's been back since. So,
No, I didn't see him back on the track. So,
father first, race car driver, fucking dead last, no matter what.
yeah, I think we probably ought to be picking on Nation, Rick. He's where's Nation been?
He's probably off getting probed by some aliens. Either that, knowing Nation, he's probably the one doing the
Well,
probing.
he's clearly doing some probing up there.
He's a probe master.
Ever since that mothership took orbit a couple of weeks ago, Nation's just he's been MIA, hasn't he, Macaulay?
Well,
Oh, he has been.
You know he
Tell you-
enjoys the shit out of that.
he's been on friggin' Discord all day long, and then when it comes to race day, he gets off. So
He's gone.
He's definitely hiding. He
Right.
knows what he's doing.
Oh, he knows exactly what he's doing.
He'll stop being fucking nice and start stabbing my voodoo doll until he gets back here.
So with that, Rick, you can thank anyone but Nation.
Yeah, well, it's typical, anyways. But I want to thank all the women and the men there sitting around watching this stuff. I know it's hard, sometimes it's hard to watch, but sometimes it can be quite exciting because you don't know how things are going. I want to thank them for supporting this league and all the drivers in here. Makes it fun when when you got a fan base. But share that love. I was going to vote for Hal tonight based on the way his truck looked tonight. I thought he had a good looking paint scheme. I was going to vote for him.
Damn good looking paint scheme. In fact, I'm going to take a look at it on the broadcast too. So
Yeah.
the other.
That was pretty sharp. I think Brad threw that baby together and lickety split.
Yeah, and he put her in the
Looked
top
pretty
10
good.
tonight too.
Yeah, well, we pretty much had count of chickens there. Figured top 15 would have been nice. What happened, but
Look at that. How can't
circumstances,
even
he got back up there.
he
so.
can't even get Nation to update a damn paint job for him.
No, well, he's like I said, he's on here all day, and then when it's time to do stuff, he's gone.
He's MIA.
Must have gone to the store.
Well, man, good run tonight. I wish it had worked out a little bit better for you.
That's all right. I'll take 6. Be happy about it. Hopefully, see you next week. Hopefully, Chuck will have him a little bad luck. He's finishing these races 1 and 2. He's going to help us none. We got work to do. I think everybody in the field.
All right, Rick. I got some points to do and some other stuff. Got to end this thing off tonight, man. Congrats to you on the driver of the day and a good run tonight.
All righty. Well, thank you, Vern.
No problem. Have a good night, Rick.
Later, bud.
So Rick Fagone's your driver of the day right there. Or just Rick, driver of the 10 truck, right, Macaulay?
Yep, just Rick.
Just Rick, driver of the 10. So get rid of the driver drop down right here, and we'll go over a couple things. WFO Racing Network, 1,000 subscriber mark. Share it. That's right. Get the people in. All they got to do is subscribe. Fuck, they ain't even got to watch the streams, Macaulay. Really, they don't.
Nope, just subscribe.
But if you don't watch a stream, you're missing some great racing action. You really are. Some mediocre commentating, but great racing. That's how we'll do it. Different overlays tonight. Throwback Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Combined them tonight, and this is what we come out with. Hope you enjoyed that. But the 1,000 subscriber mark, I mean, that's what we're reaching for because we want you to make us give shit away. Right, Macaulay?
We're asking you to.
We're asking you to make us give stuff away. And you do that when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Because we're then going to open up, not in fact the only giveaway we've done on the YouTube channel, but a big one at that, Macaulay. I mean, we're coming out of the gate huge on this one.
Oh, we are.
So what do you get, one would ask? Well, you get a gaming PC. You get a monitor. You get a keyboard. You get a mouse. What's that for? Well, so you can game. But what will you game? Well, we're going to give you a steering wheel and a set of pedals, okay? And you can take that and do sim racing. But we want you to go farther than that with the sim racing. So we're going to give you 1 year free on iRacing. That's right. We're going to pay for a year for you to get on iRacing and get out here and do this with these guys on Tuesday and Wednesday night. And just have fun with it. That's what it's all about. And all you have to do is help us hit 1,000 subscribers. The giveaway is going to happen. And just think, even if 1,000 people, Macaulay, even if 1,000 people registered for that, it increases the odds of any one of them winning greatly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you look at these YouTubers that got, 1, 2, 3 million viewers, right, and subscribers. And they do a giveaway, and just think of the number of people that get into that. And their chance of winning is basically nothing. Right, Macaulay?
You might as well not even enter.
But with 1,000 subscribers and a YouTube channel willing to do that, that's a pretty damn good odds that you might be the recipient of making us give shit away. But it's not going to be shit. We just told you what it was, so make sure you share it. Like the stream if you liked it. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down. It don't show those no more. I used to kind of enjoy when it did, but unfortunately there was people who got too butthurt, so they took the thumbs down away. The thumbs down is still there. It just doesn't show how many thumbs down broadcast gets, right, Michael McCauley?
Correct.
And because we don't have that no more, I don't have nobody to cuss out on the stream every night. Damn it. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you all for tuning in. The viewers, the drivers. Michael McCauley, you, the drivers over here, Hal Eighmey, you guys make the league happen. All the viewers in YouTube, you make us want to give shit away. You really do. Give it back to the community that supported us now for 5 years on iRacing. 11 seasons. We're in our 11th season, so that's how long you've supported us, most of you. And we want to show you how much we appreciate that by doing what we're doing. But you got to help us get to 1,000. That's the magic number. Shit is not getting given away before 1,000. Right, Macaulay?
Nope, we got to hit that 1,000 mark.
When we hit that 1K mark, shit's going to get given away. That's just the way it's going to work. But thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, even comment in there. We love reading the comments. And Timothy Lee said that Rick Fagone sound like a Maynard. He got that right. Fucking nation after it's all over and I'm about ready to sign off. Look at that, Macaulay.
That means we're signing off.
Who the fuck is it? It's Nation. All right. Thank you to everybody but Nation. But again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Definitely subscribe because we're going to 1,000 subscribers. We're giving shit away. Whether Nation says it's okay or not, we're going to do it. But thank you once again. And tomorrow night, Wicked Wednesday, Xfinity Series live right here at Michigan Speedway once again. So tune in for that. Should be some more great racing like we've seen tonight. And if you miss the great racing, go ahead and hit the rewind button. It's there. But thanks for tuning in. Michael McCauley, thank you for joining me in the booth tonight.